in the heart of feudal Japan. Nestled between towering mountains and endless sakura trees, there was a small village called Mizuhara. In this village lived a boy named Ryo, a dreamer with a heart full of fire. Unlike other children who aspired to be farmers or merchants, Ryo wanted to become the greatest samurai in the land. But there was one problem: he was weak. His strikes lacked power, his reflexes were slow, and his body was frail. The other children mocked him, calling him the paper warrior, because his wooden sword would snap every time he fought. Even his own father, a former samurai, told him, "Ryo, some men are not born to hold a sword. Yet." Deep inside, Ryo knew that strength was not just in the body, it was in the soul. One stormy evening, as Ryo sat by the river, frustrated and defeated, an old man approached him. His hair was white as snow, and his eyes held the weight of many battles. "You swing your sword with doubt," the old man said. "That's why it breaks." Ryo looked up, surprised. "Who are you?" The old man smirked. "Just an old samurai who has seen many warriors fall not from battle, but from giving up. Tell me, how badly do you want to become strong?" "More than anything?" Ryo clenched his fists. The old man nodded. "Then come to the mountains. I will train you." For the next 5 years, Ryo trained under the old samurai, who revealed his name to be Master Tenzou. But this was no ordinary training. On the first day, Ryo was given a single wooden sword and told to strike a tree. "Cut it down," Master Tenzou commanded. Ryo scoffed. "This is impossible." Tenzou simply replied, "Then leave." Ryo refused to quit. Day after day, he struck the tree. His hands bled, his body ached, but he did not stop. After 1,000 strikes, the tree cracked. After 3,000 strikes, it splintered. And after 10,000 strikes, it finally fell. Master Tenzou nodded. "Now, you are ready to begin." The next challenge was the river. Ryo was told to stand beneath a freezing waterfall and meditate. The cold stabbed at his skin. His body begged him to leave, but he stayed. "Pain is a shadow," Tenzou said. "Fear is an illusion. Endure, and you will be unbreakable." Months turned into years. Ryo's body became stronger, his mind sharper. He learned to fight, not with brute force, but with precision, patience, and unwavering resolve. One day, news reached the village that a ruthless warlord, Lord Kuragain, was planning to invade Mizuhara. The villagers trembled, for Kuragain's army was massive, and their warriors were undefeated. But Ryo did not tremble. "I will fight him," he declared. The villagers laughed. "You, the weakling who couldn't even swing a sword. He will crush you," Ryo only smiled. He had heard those words before. When the day of battle arrived, Ryo stood alone at the village gates, his blade gleaming in the morning sun. Kuragain rode forward, his massive frame covered in armor. "You are alone?" the warlord sneered. "Do you think you can defeat me?" Ryo lowered into a stance. 1,000 strikes, 1,000 lessons. "I am not alone. I have trained with pain. I have fought against doubt. I am Ryo of Mizuhara, and I will not fall." With one lightning-fast strike, Ryo moved. His blade cut through the wind, through the air, and through Kuragain's sword, shattering it into pieces. The warlord's eyes widened in shock. He had never seen such skill. Kuragain dismounted, bowed deeply, and said, "A true warrior stands before me. This village is under your protection." Then he turned and left, his army following. From that day on, Ryo was no longer the paper warrior. He became the Sword of Mizuhara, a legend whispered across Japan. Not because he was the strongest, not because he was the fastest, but because he was the one who never gave up. A warrior is not born, he is made. Not through talent, but through perseverance.